Hello, guys. Welcome back to MathZone African Motives. We are still working on our mathematics for grade 12. And this is a part which is important on our revisions as we are going to consider the part of our transformations. We have been working with our functions and graphs. Now you know how to sketch or how to draw each and every function and its properties. But also, the same functions or the same graphs that we are referring to can be transformed, or the points can be transformed as we are to refer back to our Cartesian plan. Remember the concept. A point, let's say we've got point A, we can have this point transformed to a certain position from where it is. We can have this point as the image. Maybe here we can have this one as the image. Here we can have the image. It can be positioned at any point as an image. So the transformation is there for us to locate, to say what actually happened between these 2 points. What is the transformation that actually happened, or transformation can help us to obtain this image provided that we are given the type of transformation. We can even obtain the image from the object. So that is the condition. So we've got the original point, which is our object, and this is going to be the image. So there are types, or there are forms of transformations that we are going to consider. So as a sake of revision, we are going to consider these separately. And the main part of this class is for us to understand what we refer to as the vertical shift, or the translation that happens vertically. So like I said, transformations occur due to combination of functions. A point can be transformed, a point or a graph completely, meaning to say they were talk of any graph. Is it a straight line? Is it a parabola? Anyone, a point or a graph can be transformed, meaning to say the position from where it was can change. And transformation, we are going to notice that if, let's say, we are considering a shape, okay, let's say we've got a function, let's say we've got this y is equal to x squared. If this graph is being transformed from any of the transformations that we have in our syllabus, we are going to maintain the same parabola concept to say it is a parabola. Yes, it can look this way, it can be this way, it can be this way, but we are going to maintain its properties. So it can be increased in terms of the size, it can change the position. So transformation is all about that, increasing the size, changing position. If you are given a certain point, then that point is now found at a certain position. It has transformed. All right. So like I said, in this class, we are going to measure or to focus on the first type of our transformations, which affects the vertical line, or the points which are vertically given. All right. In the vertical, all right, so let me consider this one as the vertical shifts. All right, so we're gonna have the vertical shifts. So that is vertical shifts. So these are the ones that we are going to consider in the first place. Vertically, we are considering the y-axis. the y values. So if you consider the y-axis, we are considering the y values. As we are to transform points vertically, all right, we have got something like this, our Cartesian plan. So if we are given a certain point here as A, the point can be taken vertically up, straight vertically up, and have its image there. Or the point A can be taken vertically down. All right, we can have this point going down and have its image there. So for these transformations, we are going to notice something about this point A. Remember what is happening, guys. We are on a vertical line if we are to combine what is happening there. And we do understand that these vertical lines, their equations are given in the form of what? X is equal to A. So for that condition, we are going to notice that the value of X at that part, if our X is 3 here, let's say we've got a 3 or a 2, it means X is equal to 3. The value of X is not going to change throughout. So in actual sense, the line that we are forming, which is the vertical line, it is an equation of X is equal to 3, which is something that is what? Fixed, something that cannot change because we are on a vertical line. So what is going to change here is the Y value. From the point A to this image, the X is going to remain as it was. Maybe our X was 3, the X value is going to remain. But we are going to notice that the Y value is going to change as we are going up. From the Y value that you were given before, from that, you are supposed to add now the units that you have moved. If you are moving, maybe it is 5 units, you're supposed to add those 5 units, the units. In the same sense here, we are going to notice that if it was this side, the value of X is not going to change. It is the Y value from where we were at that point, but we are going down. The number of units, we must subtract those number of units. So this is our condition for a given vertical shift. Are you going up? What is affected is the Y value. Going down, it is what? The Y value again. The X remains as it is. Remember from your grade 9 mathematics, vertical lines. Value of X is the same throughout. Okay? So in our transformation, how do we note such type of a transformation? All right, these are the transformations which are given in the form f of x plus a. The whole function, if it is a function, you just add the a, which is the number of units that you have used going up. Or we can have a condition where it is given as f of x minus a as you are going down from the original function f of x. You simply add the number of units that you're given going up. But when it is on a point, we saw that x is not affected. What is affected is the y value. So meaning to say, as we are to consider in terms of our points, all right? As we consider in terms of our points, let us have here in terms of the points. As you are going up, in this case, if you are given the point xy as the original point, but in this case, remember, we are going up. The x value is not affected. What is affected is the y value. We are going up how many units? A units. So we're going to add the a there. If we are given this condition, what are we going to do? We are going to subtract as we are going down. So this is going to be given as y minus a. So take note on this part. The y, now it is given as what? Y plus a, the number of units that you have moved as you are going up. Here it's what? Y minus a, the number of units that you have moved as you are going down, here as you are going up. All right, so this is the condition that you're going to have from the function points. You can transform a point, remember? You can transform the whole function as it is. So this is what you simply need. All right, so here we said we are having what? A translation or a shift. It is a translation of what? Translation of a units upwards. A units upwards. We are going up a plus. That is what we are going up. For the y values, it is just the sign that you're given represents what is happening. We're going to see the opposite when we are referring to another type of translation. All right. So this time we are going what? Downwards. All right. So this is what you are given. So a translation is simply just like a shift. You are shifting your points. So it is a shift of A units going down or a shift of A units going up. All right. So this is what you must consider. This is what you must consider in your revisions. Whenever we are given a vertical shift, it can be either it is going up, vertically up, or the other way, vertically down. We simply have to add, direct the y values that we are given there. We simply have to add. All right. So in this case, I want us to consider some typical examples on what we have. All right. Just some examples to cater up what we are given. Let's say we are given f of x. All right. Given f of x, which is equal to x squared. This is our f of x. Then we are being asked to shift 3 units up. Shift 3 units up. As we are shifting from the function from the original f of x, we get this one as f of x plus a. Just like from the point xy, all right? Maybe if I can write it this way, we can understand each other in a much better way. To say from f of x, this is what you get. From f of x, this is what you will get. These are the two conditions. From f of x, we are going to have f of x plus a. From this f of x, here we are going to have f of x minus a for a translation of a units down, all right? So this is the condition that we are simply referring to. So as we are given that it is 3 units up, a is what? 3. So we are simply going to add from this f of x what we are given. We are going to find its transformation, transform the function as what? F of x plus what? Plus 1, plus 3, the number of units, where our f of x is what? Is x squared plus what? Plus 3. So we have the new function. So if you're answering exams, those are the types of questions that they will ask you, that gx is taken from what? From f of x after a shift of 3 units up. So you now consider to say our gx from f of x is what? F of x plus 3 as we are going up. Then you substitute your f of x. So the function that you'll be given will be representing gx, whatever that you're being asked there. This is how these questions can be given as. All right, let us consider another type. Given a point, let us consider a point this time. Given a point 2 minus 5. Let's say we've got a point 2 minus 5 on y is equal to f of x. Find from this, find the point after a shift, by what? Or let's say of what? 4 units up, after a shift of 4 units up. So this is what you're given. We are working with a point. A point. As we are shifting up, vertically up, it's what? Positive 4. But from what? A point. Remember, when we are dealing with points, what is affected is the y value on a vertical shift. X remains as it is. The y value is the one that is affected as you are going up. So meaning to say, at the end, this is what we are going to have. The point 2 minus 5 is going to be transformed to, remember, this is your x, this is your y value. So here we are going to have x, but here we are going to have what? Y plus a, which is the number of units that you are given there. So x remains as it is, meaning to say our x is going to remain as 2. Then the part of y there is what? Minus 5 plus, since we are going up, we are going to add what? We are going to add 4. So this is what you're going to have. So at the end, the point will be given as 2. Simplifying these values for y, the minus 5 plus 4, that was going to give us what? Negative 1. So this is what we have as the image. This is our image point. So they can give you the image A from a graph is now these units shifted 4 units up. You work with a point like that. So they can be typical, so many ways that we can be asked these questions. Just check, what are you working with? Is it a point? Is it a function? Like maybe we're given another one to shift y is equal to 2 to the exponent of x, 6 units down. 6 units down. This is our f of x. So whatever that we are going to have as a transformed function from the original function representing our f of x, it is going to be f of x minus what? Minus 6. 6 units down. F of x minus a. A is the number of units that we have moved going down. So meaning to say, the image is simply going to be the function representing our f of x, 2 to the exponent of x. But on this function, we must subtract a 6, the number of units going down. This is not 2 to the exponent of x minus 6 on the exponent. No. We are not subtracting on x. We are subtracting on the whole function representing our f of x. This is our f of x, this one. As it is, our f of x here as it is, we subtract 6 on it. We have done. This is how we can answer these questions. All right. Let's consider another type as we conclude these typical questions on our vertical shift. So this is it, guys. Revise as many questions, work out question papers. You'll see these questions. All right. So actually, the transformation is not well explained in your grade 12 because they expect that you know this from your previous stages. So here, guys, we're just doing a favor to actually split these transformations separately for you, because you must have this from your previous grades. All right, so anyways, this is it. Shift y is equal to minus x squared plus 1 down by what? By 5 units. We are given it is going down. F of x. From f of x, the transformed function is going to be f of x minus what? Minus a, the number of units as we are going down. Where our f of x is the function that we are given here, as it is this whole part, we must substitute that representing your f of x. So meaning to say the image is going to be what? Minus x squared plus 1. Then we subtract on our f of x. You can even open brackets if you want to properly see to say this is my f of x. Then you subtract what? The 5, the units going down from the whole part representing f of x. So this is it here, guys. Expanding the brackets is going to be minus x squared plus 1. Then here we subtract the 5 as it is. So collecting our like terms, that is minus x squared, 1 minus 5. That is what? A minus 4. So this is our image. This is our new function. So they can say this is the function representing hx. So you've got a function for hx. This is the function representing kx. This is the function for mx, as they'll be asking these questions in your grade 12 mathematics. So do revise as many questions as you can. We are going to meet in another class working with the horizontal shifts.